Welcome to Karoshi Club. So you might ask what this game was. Let me read the description first. So this is a description. If you are nervous about job searching and interviews, face your fears head on in Welcome to Karoshi Club, a Japanese horror business punk visual novel. Okay, what does that mean? Let's see. Let's play the game to find out. How did it go today? Fine, I guess. Excuse me. What's going on? I'm not skipping this. By the way, there's a man standing there. I think that's us. Let's see. What do you mean by that? Complete your interview without any interruptions. Okay, I'll try my best. Escape key will reset your progress and end the game. Mhm. Mhm. Space. Day 2981. Ring ring. Kenji Haishima. The frosty timbre of a woman's voice emanated from the device. Greetings. Slight disarray invaded me, prompting a befuddled greeting in return. Hello? The unidentified voice persisted. I am Hitomi Takemitsu, representing Kinyo Industry as a recruiter. A dialogue was scheduled for this time with Mr. Takeshi concerning an interview with our firm. May I confirm, is this Mr. Takeshi with whom I am conversing? Is this serendipity bestowing a gift upon me? It has spanned months since my employment ceased. My search for new employment has been steeped in desperation yet futile. So we are unemployed and we need a job, and apparently we got a call from a wrong number. Should we take it? I remained barred from even reaching the interview phase. Desperation has only swelled with every refusal. Dare I seize this unexpected opportunity? Dare I masquerade as Mr. Takeshi to garner an interview? But what then of the real Mr. Takeshi? And of my fate should my deceit be unveiled? My musing was interrupted by the individual on the line. Excuse me, Are you present? I am unable to detect your voice. Can you confirm if this is Mr. Takeshi? A subtle undertone of annoyance permeated the woman's voice. Say the truth or lie, and say we are Mr. Takeshi, which would have implication, obviously. If we go to the interview, it's better. The truth is the way. I apologize. There seems to be a mistake. Mr. Takeshi isn't present. My name is Haishima Kenji. My palpable silence ensued, followed by my declaration. A brief interlude hung in the air before the woman responded. Peculiar, indeed. Are you certain Mr. Takeshi is unavailable? I am, yes. Truthfully, I am the only one here. I can feel the slip of what might be my lone opportunity for enrollment through my fingers. But to fabricate a lie seems amiss. May fortune favor Mr. Takeshi wherever he may be. Well, farewell then. Halt. A query for you, Mr. Haishima. Is emolument something you currently seek? Can it be? Wow, this is definitely a good thing. You should generally consider for me employment. Given that Mr. Takeshi failed to provide a response today, I might propose that you attempt an interview for the sales specialist role. Does such a proposal pique your interest? Are you kidding? Of course it does. This is the stuff of dreams. I must maintain composure and marshal my thoughts. Yes, actually I am interested. Then proceed to our office utilizing the address I shall subsequently provide today. 111 Tsukiji Chuoku, Tokyo. I butchered that definitely. Anyways, apparently somehow we got an interview today at that place. It's understood, thank you. Farewell. The woman concluded the call. An invitation to an interview for employment at last rests in my possession. It teeters on the unbelievable. He's evidently nervous. Look at his breathing. Damn. It appears that honesty bore the ripest fruit after all. True. Power of the truth. Right. Am I right? Anyway, let's see. Sometime later. Subway. Boarding the subway, my mind sailed in the vortex of the imminent interview. Well, he might be ceasing. No. Enough perceived fear burgeoned within. What's that? Burgeoned. Filled. Yeah, maybe. Kinda. Get it? Fear of unmet expectations. Fear of error. Fear of initial perceptions. Fear of refusal. Fear of rivals. Fear of the unfamiliar. And paramountly, fear for the future. What does the future reserve for me? Merely slumbering once at my former employment has thrust me into nearly a year's endeavor of job hunting. Anxiety and fear have manifested as persistent shadows ever present in my journey. Unknown woman with short hair. Did you catch the latest? That doofus isn't waving against the white flag yet. My despairing contemplations of job-seeking stark reality were interrupted by the casual dialogue of two women. Unknown woman shot him. He tossed his resume back in the ring. No way, he seriously thinks they'll give him a shot. What's this? He seeks to swing at it. It seems that they discourse about another individual similarly mired in futile job seeking. Their discussion exacerbates my own apprehensions. Here's the kicker, he smacked down every time with just a one word no. And keeping a straight face each time. It's a workout. What do you say we place bets on when this loser throws his hat in again? Does he get that with his track record? He's not even scrubbing floors there. With her rhetorical question, she succumbs to laughter. Her companion joins in, equally derisive in mirth. A bewildering unease envelops me. Overhearing such a dialogue is far from the mental preparation I sought prior to my impending interview. Self-doubt accelerates my heartbeat, I'm sure. Damn. Look at him. Panic looms menacingly close. My surroundings begin to oscillate before my eyes. Desperation for stability, something steadfast, consumes me. Even a moment's surrender would see me crumpled on the subway floor. Composure is imperative. A surge of nervousness compelled me to retrieve my resume. No, you did not. I scrutinized displaying my prospects new. Attempting to conjure positive thoughts, my mind is infiltrated by even graver considerations than before. Is my current opportunity genuinely merited? It's mere luck, isn't it? Is this job truly necessary for me? Should I withdraw before potentially faltering? Is further experience necessary? Is previous rejection rooted in this? Am I deserving of employment? Am I adept for a role as a sales specialist? Questions merely bore into my mind, yearning for answers. Why? No. This is difficult. Truth. Game as this. Truth always. Truth is powerful. Truth will be kind. Let's go with truth. Does a resolution to that inquiry exist? In my honesty, my knowledge reaches its limit. I am uncertain if I embody the right individual for this position. I harbor doubts about successfully navigating through the interview. My competencies remain under a cloud of ambiguity. The sole clarity lies in the understanding that without an attempt, success eludes me. What? I need to say something. What was I thinking? Quote. Okay, I can't get it. It's something like any missed opportunities. What? I don't know what I'm saying. Let's continue. Indeed, doubts may cloud my vision, but until an interview is cured these worries. They stand as mere apparitions. My mind spins tales of anxieties, envisioning unencountered problems. However, contending with the non-existent is a futile endeavor. Initially, I must secure an interview, and if I fail it, only then does the problem materialize in reality. In reality, it can be navigated through negotiation. Train has arrived. Lost in reflections of whether my skills were sufficient, I scarcely noticed my arrival at the designated spot. There I was, dwarfed by the towering multi-tier office structure. It cast a broad shadow over its antiquated adjacent building. The vast glass panes caught the sun's rays, shimmering warmly. Could it be that I find my place within these walls? Joining a large corporation has long been a dream of mine. I ponder what experiences lay beyond these formidable facades. Memories of the past began to sketch out visions of my potential workdays. Within the pulse of daily commerce thrummed unseen. Someone surely was lingering over a fresh pot of coffee, exchanging words on the mundane. Others might be queuing for their turn at the communal printer, a bottleneck in their efficient day. And perhaps one or two sought refuge in bathroom cubicle, stealing moments of respite. Such trivialities once were the fabric of my own days. Now, amidst a job hunt stretching nearly a year, a sense of duality plagued me. Had I truly lived before this interlude, or had I diminished to a mere spectre of former vitality? Eagerly, I anticipated stepping inside to soak in the ambience, if only for a moment. Observing the edifice and steeling myself for the forthcoming challenge, a tall girl's approach caught the corner of my eye. Hitomi Takemitsu. Mr. Haishima, good to see you. Good to see you too. She greets with a professionalism that's almost curt. Okay. A niggling unease whispers to me beneath her formal veneer. It's that pang of being just another applicant, potentially a number in her quota. I sense a rehearsed quality in her cordiality, a practiced mask worn by necessity. It dawns on me this is her routine, her daily armor against the world of revolving faces. How long has she been donning this persona? Does the weight of it ever press too heavily? When did she when last did she cast it aside, if ever? Might the day arrive when the mask and the wound behind it merge irreversibly? Mr. Haishima, you seem preoccupied. Is there an issue? Oh no, just lost in thought for a moment. If you would please come this way. We can proceed with our discussion inside. Of course, thank you. As I shadowed Mr. Takemitsu, a sense of unease crept in. Abruptly, it dawned on me that our destination wasn't the towering structure I had envisioned. Rather, Mr. Takemitsu was guiding me towards its neighbor, a dated, robust, eight-story edifice. But why? Where was this dream of a sleek, contemporary workspace? Miss Takemitsu, shouldn't we be heading to the other building? No. Her response was brief and somewhat sharp. Should you succeed in this interview, this will be your place of work. My heart sank with disillusionment. The fantasy of which she knew of it had been fleeting. Nevertheless, I braced myself to reconcile with this dark reality. As we stepped into the elevator, the ascent to the upper echelons of the building began. Destination: the interview suite high above. Sorry. Where my future hung in the balance. With each floor passed, my heartbeat quickened, a crescendo of nerves. The confined space, the sterile glow of the elevator lights, only fueled my growing dread. Retreat seemed more appealing with each passing moment. The sluggish climb skyward did little to calm my fraying nerves. Miss Takemitsu, is it always this slow going up? The elevator is rather dated. Patience is required. Oh, I see. Thank you. Her assurance offered no solace. The ticking clock became my adversary. Each tick a loud echo of the time slipping away. Mr. Haishima. On our way up, might you share a bit about your life outside of work? About my personal life? Ah, well, there's not much to tell really. I moved away from where I grew up and kinda lost touch with my parents. And work, well, it used to take up most of my time. Never really got around to the whole marriage and kids thing. I guess I always thought my career should come first and the rest would sort itself out eventually. I see. Her reaction was non-committal, inscrutable. Had she hoped for a different portrait of my life? A fabrication involving a family, perhaps? And what of leisure activities? Is she probing for a workaholic confession or generally intrigued by my life outside of the office? Hobbies? Well, to be honest, I haven't had much time for hobbies. Work was pretty much it, improving my skills and staying on top of things, you know. Is that generally me? Lately, my pastimes have faded into the grey, the job hunt blurring days into a continuous loop. Have I been adrift in this limbo since the day I lost my job? Intriguing. Thank you. Miss Takemitsu's facade was a fortress. Her emotions wailed. One could but speculate on her true thoughts. But our exchange had its intended effect. The dialogue outspaced the journey, and before I knew it, we arrived. This way, please, we have arrived. Interview time. I stepped into the nondescript office, its similarity a cold comfort. It was like every other room, a copy of countless others that punctuate the corporate world. Miss Takemitsu positioned herself behind the desk with an air of detachment. Please take a seat. Sure, thanks. The pivotal moment had come. The dry spell in my career had been lengthy. This interview was a long awaited break in the clouds. I couldn't afford to stumble now. The stakes were high. Questions loomed on the horizon of my mind. What could she ask? What should I say? Doubts about my qualification nipped at me. Was I enough? A temptation to embroider my past tugged at me. But what if truth was the better gamble? Time dragged its feet, each second bloated and heavy. I played out potential scenarios, Miss Takovich's reaction shifting like quicksilver in my head, none quite settling right. My thoughts, usually my sanctuary, became a tempest, forecasting doom, painting me in the dreary light of future rejections. It was as if I had to fast forward to a future where I perpetually searched for work, a self-inflicted purgatory. But as anxiety threatened to overtake me, I pulled the brakes on the runaway train of my thoughts. Reality called me back. Miss Takamitsu was right there, the present, a stark stage waiting for my performance. Mr. Haishima, your presence here today for the sales specialist role is much appreciated. Shall we commence the questions? Yes, please. Sure. Prepared. Preparedness eluded me. So, sure, I'm ready. Excellent. My first question. Where do you envision yourselves in a century's time? Century? Are you kidding me? In century's time? You know the answer. Probably 6 foot under or burnt. I don't know. Uh, a curveball question. In 100 years, the realm of impossibility, right? It was given an end to all, death as certain for me as for all. Perplexed, I wondered at her aim. Perhaps this was test of creative thinking. Maybe. I don't think so. I decided to play along. A dash of humor might just do the trick. Guess I'll be the most seasoned expert around, huh? By quite a few decades. Very well. Tommy's expression remained unreadable. Now may I inquire why you parted with your last employer? Lying, probably not. Gonna do anything good. Truth. What's the truth? What's the lie? Right? But we'll go with the truth, I guess. Honesty is the only path, even if it's strewn with my own feelings. Acknowledging where I went wrong is the first step to move forward, isn't it? The job was tough, not two ways about it. Worked till the wee hours, lots of nights, wasn't just me though, a lot of us did. Then one time, I just conked out right there at my desk. No clue how it happened. 1 minute I'm working, the next I'm being shown the door. It all went down so quickly. In the memory of being let go, it's all blur, honestly. Okay, where Brahma Gap is not virgin. Please explain its length. Hmm. You can't say couldn't get an interview. I mean, I don't know. Tricky. Li seems pretty. Uh, couldn't find the interview, or what's the lie? I don't know we are gonna say if you choose lie. We'll go with the truth is truth. Truth is truth. The truth has its own stark clarity. The veil of fiction feels too weighty to drape over my narrative. My last position was in an industry that's, well, not exactly blooming. I was part of a small team making video games, a niche within a niche. I hit the job market aiming to stick with gaming, but it's been a tough sell lately. So I widened my search, I'm up for new challenges, willing to learn. Just looking for a place where I can dedicate myself, really dive in. Once I was all about the gaming life. Now I just want to work, to be part of something. Success in this interview would lead you to the position of sales specialist. Can you tell me about any experience you have in sales? No, no, no. This is for gay. Hmm. We are gonna lie. Yep, lie, lie, lie. We are gonna lie about this one. Let's see what's happening. What will happen? Time to think on my feet. Fingers crossed she's not gamer. Well, it's not traditional say, but I did contribute to a project that saw impressive numbers. I had this concept, a career sim in a post-apocalyptic setting. It was offbeat, but it caught on. Sales exceeded expectation. There was a bit of fuss. Some people even called me genius. Ha! This is a gamble. Oh, lies. Any lie is a gamble, man. Any lie is a gamble. Hopefully, it will catch her attention. What sort of critical decisions were demanded of you in your previous positions? Could you detail the most strange challenges you have encountered professionally? We started a lie, now we have to lie about this one as well, right? Or we'll go with the truth. Crafting words within the digital realm is a feat of Sisyphean proportions. Okay. Indeed, the countries I have braved may appear trivial to the initiated bystander. With a hesitant resolve, I mustered the courage to speak. My tenure in the realm of game creation was fraught with trails. A tug of war started between the vision of our publisher and the heartbeat of our creator team. It was kinda tough attempting to serve two sides and fulfill a duo of visions. Amidst this, the project's form morphed repeatedly, each iteration reaching our collective spirit. The most harrowing choice to quell my own creative spirit and align with the publisher, all the while preserving the essence of our initial dream. Such a concession was nothing short of a torment to my creative soul. Very well. It's common for unexpected developments to disrupt our schedules. Such instances may necessitate okay. English please. necessitate what the necessitate an employee's presence beyond regular hours. Necessitate. I got that right. Your stance on overtime. Ah, ah. Nobody likes overtime. That should be the truth. The undercurrents of her question are clear, yet I must tread carefully, with truth as my compass. May I speak candidly, Miss Takamitsu? The prospect of persistent overtime is somewhat troubling to me. I understand that extraordinary circumstances require extra efforts to meet objectives. Yet, the habitual overtime might suggest deeper systematic issue within the organization. Well said, Kenji. Moreover, adequate rest can be crucible for innovation and maintain a sharp focus on work. Thus, my preference leads towards a balance, steering clear of chronic overtime where feasible. Such honesty may not align with her expectations. That's the truth, man. You gotta say the truth. Might work not. Might not work, might work. Nevertheless, I stand by my conviction, voicing my sincere stance on this delicate matter. We have noted your perspective. There are individuals who, due to insufficient income, opt to take on multiple jobs simultaneously. Your views on juggling multiple. It is necessary if you're low on financially, you know. So I don't know what he's gonna say if I choose either. Whatever it is, I'm gonna go with the truth. This inquiry strikes a chord, piercing the veil of a prevalent concern. Indeed, Miss Takamitsu is delving deep, exposing the core of a modern dilemma. Balancing several projects concurrently was a taxing experience for me. I understand the rational financial needs drive people to stretch their limits. Yet I harbor concerns about the toll that dual employment exacts on an individual's time and vitality. Such strain can diminish focus and degrade life quality, ultimately impacting one's health adversely. And who better to understand than someone in my shoes? In an ideal world, one would come into a singular path and cultivate depth within it. Alas, the time is an unyielding and finite master, with but 24 hours to dispense daily. Understood? Here's my final query. Final question. Here we go. Your earnings in sales may be closely tied to your bonus acquisition. What lengths would you go to ensure you receive it? I don't know why anybody would choose a lie anywhere here, honestly. So I'm going with the truth. Prospect of a bonus is certainly appealing. Yet the notion of succumbing to corporate pressure is far less enticing. My commitment is to achieve the objectives within the allotted work schedule, but not at the expense of my personal well-being or time. I aim to maintain a sustainable pace that supports both my company's goals and my team's needs. I previously stretched myself too thin, and what was the yield? Now it's essential to prioritize a more balanced approach. I believe in my ability to navigate challenges, but with deliberation. Progress measured and steady is the key. We have concluded our discussion. Okay, that completes our assessment for the sales specialist role. I have no further inquiries. May I ask about the next steps? I will now proceed to communicate the outcome so swiftly. Indeed, the dialogue has provided sufficient insight to determine your fit for our team. So, hmm, wow, this is actually nerve-wracking. My heartbeat is definitely gone up. Has definitely gone up. I had been truthful to the extent of my abilities. I always believed that honesty could carve a path through any fortress of falsehood. I hope that Ms. Takamitsu will recognize and value that. Yes, perhaps I am not a quintessential candidate, but I'm reliable and earnest. Mr. Haishima, do you even grasp the gibberish you are spouting? What? What's going on? Why are you shaking? What are you talking about? The previously icy Miss Takamitsu tone had abruptly turned tinged with an unsettling fervor. Excuse me, what are you implying? I have been meticulously monitoring how you respond to my inquiries, and I must express my disappointment. It was a catastrophe. What the what the Tell me, how can one be so unbearably truthful? Oh, is that a good thing? You were telling almost only truth, weren't you? And you genuinely believe that this honesty would aid you. Oh no, she is going crazy. Huh? What's going on here? I was completely baffled by the unfolding events. Yeah, bro. Miss Takamitsu seemed to grate her teeth with every word she spoke, as if each sentence she formed was a laborious task, as though it pained her physically to utter these statements. Miss Takamitsu, is everything alright with you? Is everything alright with me? What do you think? Hmm. I was at loss for words. Decided to try a fresh tactic this time, did you, Kenji? You know how I detest all this. What did I do to deserve this? Why must you treat me this way? To, con- to confess my confusion would be an understatement. Um, Scary stuff. Something drastic had happened to Miss Takamitsu. I was even sure I was dealing with Miss Takamitsu. It was as if she were possessed by some sort of monster. As a thought crossed my mind, the transformation wasn't just behavioral. Her visage was darting with a new set of eyes began to emerge from her. What the She resembled more a gelatinous abomination than a human being. This is your doing. Gee, oh my, what the, what is going on? Petrified, I witnessed this impossible become reality. Meanwhile, Miss Takamitsu, or whatever she had become, loomed closer. Oh my god, thank you for coming in. We'll be in touch. Congratulations, you have passed the interview. You are hired. Her words dripped with irony as she stretched us each syllable. Did you expect a different outcome, Kenji? Surely not this one. Her laughter was deafening and manic. I was in shock by the unfolding nightmare. I needed to flee her office, yet my body refused to cooperate. The situation was sheer madness beyond comprehension. As my mind raced for an escape, I failed to notice her encroaching presence. She bore no resemblance to the woman I had met. Oh my god. Kanji! My name emerged from her once a symphony of human intonation. Now a guttural snarl. Paralysis gripped me. Action remained a distant concept. Could this be the conclusion of my tale? Hitomi Takamitsu, you look not okay. Please tell me this is hallucination. Oh Kenji, you seem even more appetizing than usually. Appetizing? Did she just say appetizing? No, 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 no. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye. What the frick was that? Thanks for watching. If you were watching, game was made by Kamishiba Interactive. Okay, let's go. There was welcome to the Karoshi Club. Once again, thanks for watching.